Greetings everyone and welcome back. This is your daily tarot and guidance reading. My name is TJ and this reading is for the energies on and around, wow, May 30th, 2022. This is a pick a card style reading and we have 3 groups here and each group will be represented by a different colored lilac. Some people say lilac, some people say lilac. I use both. I think they both sound great. The first reading will be represented by the dark purple. The second reading will be represented by the light purple. And the third reading will be represented by the white lilac. If you go into the description box below, you can click on your timestamp. Let's get started. Hello, dark purple group. This is your reading for Monday, May 30th, 2022. I just want you to know I picked these from my garden just for you. So I wonder, oh, look at that. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Let's keep that in mind. Let's see what message we have from Spirit for you today. Now this message is about you and your connection to Spirit. So whatever you feel resonates with you, you can certainly use, and whatever doesn't, you can, throw to the wayside. Spirit, what message do we have for the dark lilac group today? What would help them throughout their day? What do they need to know? So you have, for your first card, the 8 of Cups. And here you have someone on a retreat. Someone who's choosing to leave something behind them. We have the sun and the moon both working together in the sky. The color in the background is a dark blue, my apologies, dull, sullen. But you have someone here who's wearing red. There's energy, there's fire, there's passion to be had in newer pastures, perhaps. The second card that we have for you is the Ace of Wands, a hand from the heavens maybe, from a different plane, and they're holding a wand, opportunity, creativity. There's a castle in the background. And the last card that we have for you is also an ace card. So we have 2 ace cards. You have the Ace of Cups, the cup that is ever flowing, ever giving and receiving abundance. I'm getting a sense, dark purple group, the message from Spirit that I'm supposed to share for you today is that perhaps there was something that you had to leave behind. And this was something that was very difficult. This was something that you connected with on an emotional level. It could be related to a relationship. It could be related to a job. Whatever it is that you had to leave behind put you in a place where you were having to use your creativity for some reason. Maybe you had to be resourceful. Maybe you had to learn new ways to navigate other social spheres, different social groups, different settings, different groups of people in your life. And because of that, you are now being put into a position where you're really benefiting from the connections that you have with people. You're really benefiting from the hard work and the creativity that you have been using. Or you're going to be very soon. Yeah, this is the future position. I do this intuitively. I don't think about what type of spread I'm really going to use beforehand. It's what comes naturally, what I'm inclined to do. So, you had to leave something behind. Did you have to leave a relationship behind? Did this come with many things? This relationship, like a sense of security or abundance or something. And the thing is, you always have a chance to go back. That's the thing. Sometimes we need time away, and then we discover things about ourselves. We discover our resourcefulness. We discover our creativity, our strength. And then we're able to and of the other person as well, or the other, entity, or the other, whatever it is, the other thing, during that time apart, they also were able to work on themselves or whatever it is. Maybe improvements were made, realizations were made. And then when you're able to reunite, it could work out. But I'm getting the sense that there's something you had to leave behind. And because you went through this experience, you really had to be creative. You had to think out of the box. You had to work differently. You are starting anew. But the possibilities are endless, and you either felt that, or you saw that, or you were encouraged to see that. And I'm seeing that very soon it's going to be something that is going to be so beneficial for you in your life. It's going to be so good to you, because it could really be something that's stabilizing for you, something that's financially fulfilling, abundant, something that's emotionally satisfying, spiritually satisfying. I'm really getting the sense that it feels good to you. That because you had to use your creativity, think differently, you're going to be able to do something that feels good to you. And it's going to also nourish you. It's going to also feed your life. It's going to nourish your life in ways that you would want it to. It's going to take care of things. So, Dark Lilac Group, this is the message I have from Spirit for you today. If you enjoyed this reading, and I certainly hope you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. That really helps the channel a lot. And I hope to see you for tomorrow's reading. Take care. Bye now. Hello, Light Purple Lilac Group. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your Monday. Let's see what message we have from Spirit for you. So if you listened to the previous reading, let me know in the comments below. Sometimes there's things that you can take from one and take from another as well. But again, it's all about you and your connection to Spirit and what you feel inclined to listen to. If you want to anyways. What message do we have for you? Light Purple Group. Okay, Light Purple Group, the first card that you have is the Ten of Wands in reverse. Now again, these readings are all about you and your connection to Spirit. So if the reverse positions don't resonate with you, if they don't feel right, don't use them. I'll tell both, and again, it's all about you. So this card, when it's upright, it's a card of feeling like you have a lot of burdens, like having a lot of things to do, many things on your plate. It's a card of feeling that you're being really asked to use a lot of energy, physical energy, like really with your hands, and your emotional energy, just listening to a lot of different things that tug on your heartstring or that make you think a lot because you're worried about people or things. And it's also a card that makes us feel as if the things that we are doing are worthwhile. And it's usually related to, in some way, shape, or form, our most personal relationships. So our family, or our family, or our friendship groups. The second card that you have is the Two of Pentacles. Now the thing is, when this card is in reverse, a lot, in my reading, in my interpretation, the issues that we have aren't actually as serious as we think. It might be more mentally taxing than anything else, in a sense where we're just worried and we don't actually have to worry about doing something. I'll give you an example. So maybe you have a kid, a teenager, and they're graduating high school. Maybe you're worried about their prom, that you have to get the dress, you have to arrange the makeup and the other, aesthetic things, that you have to pay for the car, that you have to do this, but maybe they had already saved up the money for it, but you're still worried that you have to do it, something like that. And the second card that you have again is the Two of Pentacles. And the thing about this card is, this is a card of trying to find your balance. because it represents there being, the ebbs and flows of life, the ups and downs, the highs and lows that we all experience in all areas, right? Look in the background here. We have literally waves of water moving, showing us the highs and the low points. The juggler. This also represents movement, the constant juggling act that we have to do. Work and home, friends versus our romantic partners. And then we have the card, the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who's about their do-re-mi, about their money. And this is someone who can be helpful to others and around them. They can share their bounty. Or this can be somebody who needs to be reminded to visit the castle sometimes and really, come off the throne and enjoy their loved ones. So I'm getting the sense that Light Purple Lilac group, I feel like Spirit is telling me that you feel like you have a great responsibility. And I'm getting the sense that you have this great responsibility over your family. You want everyone to be okay, and you want things to be all right. This could even be within your immediate household or your larger family, your family at large. And you're worried about this person doing that person doing this. How is this getting done? And you're finding that right now you're having to juggle taking care of probably I'm guessing your immediate family, and then your larger, it could even be like a friendship group or a friend in particular, somebody or something, like a grouping that you feel very responsible to. It could even be work. And this is taking a lot of your energy because you want to help and satisfy all parties, but you also aren't really in balance yourself. The juggler here doesn't even have 2 feet on the ground. The juggler themselves is not stable, just like the waters in the background, just like the boats that are high and that are low in the different waves. And then you have the King of Pentacles here. This is someone of abundance. This is somebody at, the top. This is someone being able to enjoy the fruits of their labor, having a great harvest to reap, having lots of things to bring back to the home after the vegetables are ready. But you have to make the choice. Are you going to choose to use some of your coins for yourself and for your family in a way that it will allow you to take a rest off of the throne? Well, my light just went out, but we're going to keep going. Or are you going to keep attending to your other duties so that way you can secure the coin, so that way you can secure the bag, so that way you can keep your money and save your money, or feel like you have enough money? So Light Purple group, in your mind you have a million things to do, a million responsibilities. The weight of the world is on your shoulders, you feel. But you have to also know and respect that people have things under control. So it's good that you're available to them. It's good that you want to be helpful. It's good that you probably have been called upon many times in the past, and that's probably why you feel this way, because you have had to do things, but the people in your surroundings are changing just as you have, and they're able to take care of things in a way that you won't have to use as much energy and as much time towards helping them. Because right now, this is taking a lot of your energy. This is taking a lot of time and a lot of mental juggling, maybe even juggling of time, having to use your time here and there between these parties, and you're forgetting yourself. Again, the juggler is not balanced. And I'm getting the sense that now or in the future, you're going to have to make the decision. You're going to be able to make the decision. Not like you're going to have to, but you're going to be able and comfortably able to make the decision to either take that vacation because you have earned enough, spend that time with your family, take a retreat, have a respite, plug out, get away from it all. You've been working hard, go on, just get away for a little bit. Or are you going to continue to work on whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that makes you feel stable, so that way you can help others. So Lilac, light purple lilac group, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. And I want you to feel empowered because, again, you're going to be able to be in a position where you know that you have things taken care of, where you can technically go on, have a break. You can technically have a break. You can kick your feet up in the castle, shut the door, sit in the bathroom for quite some time, get away from it all, go somewhere new, go somewhere with your family, or you can continue to remain at your post. You can continue to work and make that money, or do whatever it is that makes you feel stable. But the choice is up to you. And just know that you can do both of these things, just not everything at the same time or all the time. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you feel like it resonates with you, I would so appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. Come back for tomorrow's reading, and I'll see you there, or for the next reading. Bye. Hello, White Lilac group. How are you today, this Monday, the 30th? This is your reading. Now, this message is from Spirit, so this is about you and your connection to Spirit. If you feel like parts of the reading resonate with you, that's cool. If other parts don't, that's also cool. If you do not adhere to reverse positions, that's fine as well. Oh, what popped up for you? We have the High Priestess here. We're going to use it. I love these cards. They're illustrated so beautifully, so many details. It's interesting to see what the eye gravitates towards. And what do we have from Spirit to tell you today? Okay, so White Lilac group. The first card that you have here is the second card of the Major Arcana. We have the High Priestess in reverse, surrounded by the B and the J towers. The Moon, Intuition, the Cross, the Torah scroll in her hand. Now, when this card is upright, this is someone who is able to really draw upon their intuition, upon the realm that requires respect of natural order and divine order. And here we have the Eight of Wands. Now, it's in the reverse position. When this card is upright, it represents go. Things falling into place. Sometimes it's taking a chance. When it's in the reverse position, in my interpretations, it really shows acceleration and growth through group effort. And here we have the Chariot card in the reverse position. Now, when this card is in the upright position, this can literally mean transportation. And that's the sense I'm getting to tell you right now. So I'm getting a sense, White Lilac group, that from Spirit, the message that I'm here to share with you today is that perhaps in a group setting, your mind has been, your values have been changing. Maybe you have been interacting with different people, different walks of life, different people with different experiences of different ages, maybe even from different countries. And as you have been interacting with these different people, you are finding that your ideas, your beliefs are in line with them a lot, or you're even beginning to maybe adopt or beginning to take on some of the things that you're learning from them. And I'm getting the sense that maybe there was something that you were going full steam ahead on. I said this was transportation, and I still kind of feel like it is. Maybe you were going to purchase a vehicle, and somebody in this somebody who you've been interacting with that's from a different place, that you've been like vibing with and, you know, having a lot of intellectual conversations with or something, is going to advise you about something regarding a vehicle. Isn't that so random? The other thing that came up in my mind, in my heart, is that because of your new way of thinking, you're going to put the brakes on something that you had been doing. You're going to stop doing something because you're looking at things differently. So maybe as you have been interacting with this person or whatnot, these people, maybe you were in the process of going to take a course on basket weaving, but then everybody in that group was saying, wow, you know, my kid has chosen to study rose growing. That's the thing to do. And then you're like, whoa, you know what? I've always really loved roses. And growing roses is something that I do anyways. I would love to turn this into like my occupation or something. Something like that. Just, you never know how your mind will be stimulated by people who think differently. When we're around the same type of people all the time, there's something wrong with that because, you know, there's comfort. Pardon me. I coughed in my sleeve or sneezed in my sleeve for those who are concerned. And by sleeve, I mean like it's in the crook of my elbow. That's a lot of details. Anyway, pardon me. Sometimes when we're surrounded by people who think differently, it can challenge us. It can get us starting on our growth in different ways. It can open up our mind to different things. Sometimes it can make us feel even more solid and secure and sure of the ideas that we have. But that stimulation is so good and it's so healthy. And you can get that even from the people that you're around all the time when they learn something new or they share a new aspect of themselves. So White Lilac group, I'm getting the sense that maybe in the distant past or in the near past, you had been around different people, and this new grouping or this new person in your life has really allowed you to see things from a different angle, and you've adopted some of the things that they've had, and maybe you haven't adopted or used everything that they've said or believe everything that they said or they believe, but there are things that they say or do that you think is pretty neat or that resonates with you. And because of this new way of thinking, because of this new ideology, you're kind of stopping something else, or you're looking at something else differently. Like okay, let's look at this in a more of an extreme way, for lack of a better word. Maybe you grew up in one particular religion, and you started hanging around with a bunch of people from a different religion. And maybe you saw the similarities and the differences and things that you liked about their religion. And maybe that's causing you to look at how you practice your religion, or relook at your relationship with your religion, even in terms of devotion. It could be, this could come about in so many different ways. Anyways, Lilac group, this is a wonderful type of stimulation for you. And this is going to keep your mind active, and this is going to strengthen your position in whatever this is even more so. And that helps with your sense of self as well. So this is about you and your journey on this planet, and I hope that you enjoy reflecting and looking over, thinking about your mind and why you think the way you think, and why you think about the things that you do the way you do, and why you appreciate them. Because you know what? That sense of understanding about yourself is a wonderful thing to have. It's empowering. And you are an incredibly important person, and you should be in your life, right? So if you enjoyed this reading, White Lilac group, and I certainly hope you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I hope to see you for the next reading, no matter who you are and no matter where you are. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye now.